Your living room looks like a furniture showroom, and that is exactly the problem. Right now, in 2026, the homes everyone is obsessed with online are not the ones with matching furniture sets. They are the ones with a flea market brass mirror hanging above a sleek modern console, a thrifted floral armchair sitting next to a curved contemporary sofa. If your space feels flat, sterile, or like it belongs to nobody in particular, stick around because by the end of this video you will know exactly how to fix that using pieces you already own, plus a few weekend flea market finds. Before we get into it, hit subscribe so you do not miss the next video because I am about to show you the 5 mistakes that make vintage and modern mixing look like a mess instead of magic, and the last one is the one almost everyone gets wrong. Why this trend is everywhere right now. Designers are not calling this a passing trend, they are calling it a shift. The all-white, all-matching showroom look that dominated the last decade is fading fast. Homeowners are craving spaces that feel personal, collected, and lived in rather than staged. A big reason is emotional. A vintage piece carries history. It was made by someone, owned by someone, used in someone's home before it landed in yours. That story is impossible to replicate with something fresh out of a flat pack box. There is also a practical reason. Vintage furniture tends to be better built, often more affordable than new designer pieces. And it is inherently sustainable since you are not buying something new that took resources to manufacture. So this is not just an aesthetic choice, it is a smarter one too. Mistake 1. Matching eras instead of matching tone. The biggest mistake people make is trying to recreate an entire decade in one room. They go full 1970s or full mid-century and it ends up feeling like a theme park instead of a home. The fix is to stop thinking in decades and start thinking in tone. Pick a feeling you want the room to have, whether that is warm and cozy, elegant and moody, or bright and playful. Then choose pieces from any era that support that feeling. A 1960s wooden side table can sit comfortably next to a brand new linen sofa if the wood tone and the fabric color are speaking the same language. That is the secret. Era does not matter nearly as much as tone and texture matching. Mistake 2. Ignoring your anchor piece. Every great mixed room has one anchor piece that sets the direction for everything else. This is usually your biggest investment: the sofa, the dining table, the bed frame. Choose that first and let it be modern, since modern anchor pieces tend to be more neutral and easier to build around. Once that anchor is in place, your vintage finds become the accents that add personality around it. Skip this step and try to balance 10 different pieces of equal visual weight, and the room will feel chaotic instead of curated. Mistake 3. Forgetting about wood tones. For years the rule was that all your wood furniture had to match perfectly. That rule is officially dead in 2026. Designers are actively mixing wood tones now, combining a warm walnut vintage cabinet with a lighter oak modern coffee table in the same room. The key is variety with intention. You want at least 2, ideally 3 different wood tones in a space to create depth, but you do not want them fighting each other. A good trick is to pick one dominant tone that covers the largest surface area, like your floor or your biggest furniture piece, then let your smaller vintage pieces introduce contrast. Mistake 4. Treating metals the same way you treat wood. Mixed metals are having a real moment right now. Brass, bronze, and matte gold are showing up together in the same space instead of one metal finish ruling the whole room. This works beautifully with vintage pieces because most flea market finds already have that warm brass or bronze patina built in from age. Pair an aged brass vintage lamp with modern matte black hardware on your cabinets, and suddenly your kitchen or living room has depth instead of looking like it came from a single catalog page. Mistake 5. Skipping the one piece that ties it all together. Here is the mistake almost everyone makes, and it is the one I promised you earlier. People buy great vintage pieces and great modern pieces, but they forget the connector, the element that visually links the old and the new so the eye reads them as one cohesive room instead of 2 competing styles. That connector is almost always textiles or color repetition. A rug, cushion covers, or curtains in a shared color palette can take a room full of mismatched furniture and instantly make it feel intentional. Designers specifically call this out, saying the mix only reads as curated rather than accidental once you frame it with shared tones running throughout the space. Skip this step, and even perfectly chosen furniture will feel disconnected. Where to actually find the vintage pieces? You do not need a massive budget or a design degree for this. Flea markets, estate sales, and thrift stores are full of exactly the kind of character pieces that make this style work. Ornate mirrors, brass lighting, carved wood side tables, patterned ceramics. Look for pieces with good bones even if the finish looks dated, since a coat of paint or a reupholster job can transform something in a weekend. Focus your vintage hunting on smaller accent pieces first: mirrors, lamps, side tables, artwork, since these are lower risk, lower cost, and easier to swap out if they do not work than a full-sized vintage sofa. Putting it all together. Start with your modern anchor piece. Choose a tone for the room, not an era. Layer in 2 to 3 wood tones with one dominant and the rest as accents. Mix your metals instead of matching them exactly. And finally, tie the whole room together with a repeated color running through your textiles. Do that, and your space stops looking like a showroom and starts looking like somewhere someone actually lives, with a story behind every piece in it. This is genuinely one of the most forgiving design styles to get into because there is no single right way to do it, only pieces that feel right together. Start small, one vintage find in one room, and build from there. If this helped you see your space differently, let me know in the comments which piece you are hunting for first, and subscribe for more design breakdowns like this one every week. Disclaimer: this video is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Design outcomes vary based on personal tastes, space, and budget.